It's time for the big reveal. At number 1, the open letter written to Kim Kardashian. It appears on psychologytoday.com by clinical psychologist Seth Meyers, who's with us tonight from Hollywood. Good to have you here.
Thanks, AJ. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Seth, I found this fascinating, and you signed this open letter as Kim's imaginary father. You criticize her for what she said during her interview with Oprah Winfrey on Oprah's Next Chapter. You said she believed in fairy tales, and you didn't like that so much. Could you please read for us some of what you wrote about that?
Sure. So I don't know if your mother raised you to believe in fairy tales, but I can't imagine that your father did.
My question, I guess, is why can't Kim believe in fairy tales? She wants the man, she wants the kids. Lots of women want what Kim is wanting here. Why should she want something different?
Well, fairy tales are bad news because they're not real. They're fantasy. So if you believe in fairy tales, it means that you have seriously distorted expectations, and you're going to set yourself up to fail. You know, that's exactly what happened with this marriage that, she filed for divorce after 72 days.
Yeah, and it is interesting, sort of ironic that a woman who bases her life in reality wants to live her life by fantasy. So I see your point there. And also, in this fascinating open letter to Kim on psychologytoday.com, you take issue with Kim dating Kanye West, and I'd love for you to read what you wrote about that.
Sure. So I'm most worried about the new romantic relationship with Kanye West.
Is there really ever a right time for Kim to get back into the dating thing?
Well, absolutely. You know, first of all, what she's doing, which is jumping into the arms of someone new after a relationship fails, is something that a lot of people do. The problem is it never works because you're not figuring out what you need to do differently the next time so that your relationship, is more successful. If I were working with Kim, I would say, Kim, you really need a year. You really need a year to spend some time alone and reflect on what in your thinking was off that caused you to have such a really unsuccessful romantic relationship.
Yeah, and I think it also speaks volumes about what her relationship with Chris Humphries was really about and how seriously she was actually even involved with that thing. Also in your open letter to Kim, you take a shot at her for being too materialistic.
Materialistic possessions, they're fine, they're fun, they make you happy for the moment, maybe even a little longer. But the truth is, when you're wealthy and when you're famous, the risk is that you'll start to lose touch with reality.
Right.
So people who are wealthy and famous need to invest more time and energy in things that have emotional value.
I
That's
couldn't
the key.
agree with you
Emotional
more.
value.
It's a great letter. Thanks so much, Dr. Seth Meyers. I appreciate it.